over here. I'm gonna shut down the power Mac at some point. But yeah, if you watch my other stream, I know this is really crazy. I mean, this was like, I can't believe why OBS is a joke. But call it a day, call it a night in a little bit. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do another little thing here. I'm going to shortly going to where's my crimper? That was the other thing I was gonna do. Oh, there's the crimpers right here. And I'm going to do one more thing before I go. I'm gonna probably sign off shortly. And trying to find the other plug. Where is the plug? Because this would work good for you for your power pack, especially if there's no whatchamacallit, gigabit. Did I mention that there was some corrosion on the G4? I might have said it right. Forgive me if I already did. Forgive my redundancy, but I can do it. I can actually get it, like if I work on getting the corrosive off the it's not in the CPU. It's just on the case. I might be okay. Yeah. All right. So I think this one's a bad plug. So if you have older devices, this is not recommended because the pairs have to be twisted. They're Cat 5 cables, and the Cat 5 standard is minimum 2 pairs, 4 pairs, like 2 of 2 on pins 1, 3, and 6. Okay, so the gigabit standard had the all 8 pins. So and more twists. The Cat 6, excuse me, is similar, yeah. Okay, so if you have flat phone cards with 2 line, the 2 line ones, you could theoretically use these, and again, not really recommended for mission critical applications. I've used these for VoIP phones of all applications, and it works fine. Now again, the use case would be for things like hard to reach wiring. If your switching devices are just fast Ethernet at 100 megabits, that patching the routers, like I'll tell you that the patch port that goes to my VoIP router is a phone plug modified at the 1, 3, and 6 to RJ45. So I mean, it works. I've not had any problems. It's not good for longer distances because of the brittle wire and the lack of, but if you're running it like, say from like long haul, going from one floor to the other, not really good. But if you're going from like patching from the desk to the drop, it's worked fine for me. So not recommended by the technical lead. I mean, if you're using it for production uses, I probably wouldn't recommend it. But also for like Ethernet, like the older Macs, could use one of these plugs and these type, cords and plugs, and not have any issue, because you can it's only going to be using those 4 wires. And if you're on a budget, I mean, for me, I'm on the camp of, if the minimum for the fast Ethernet is only 4 wires, then why put a bunch of copper in the devices if it's not going to work anyways? That's just my, my belief of it. Also, if you know, the copper is so expensive, and it's cheaper to buy plugs and just use phone cords. That's what I do. So I'm not putting too many beans on things I don't need. I've used these flat net, type of cabling for a while. Let's see if this one is the problem. And sometimes you'll run into a situation where this thing has PoE, but it's not. Okay, oh wait. Alright, so this one's a bad one. Then I'm aware of that one's bad too. Okay. Alright, so that's the trick here. So I'm going to get to that momentarily. We'll get to it momentarily. But what I want to do is also show you how to punch down the wires. I'm just trying to find, I don't know, I had 2 bad flat net wires, cables. I just want to make sure that I get the right one before it's over here. It's got a lot of crap all over the place. Oh, I got several of them. Okay, this guy over here. And yeah, so this is kind of like the old-fashioned ISDN too. I think the ISDN BRI plugs, I think it's the same thing, 1, 3, and 6 pins. So if you get the right pin out, it works. I was quite shocked how it would the speed too, like it literally was working the way it would normally be if it was 8 wires. So that's why I started standardizing it on devices that are not like low speed. I mean, if there is potential risk of crosstalks and stuff like that. So and also if you step on the wire, like with any wire, but these are more vulnerable to damage. Oh. Okay. It's not good either, because it's linking in, linking out, linking in, linking out. Okay. So, I think this one's the culprit. I'm going to show it to you. This one, because it's better quality. I could do it over here, man. No, God. This was going in and out. It was giving PoE, which is interesting. It gave PoE, but it wasn't giving a reliable connection. It was going in and out. The network switch was showing link that didn't go on and off. That tells you that's a bad connection. But that's with any cable for that matter. You can have a link and then so I can tell you right now, one of the ways I make sure I do this the right way is making sure that all the contacts, the copper contacts, are seen right at the contacts of the gold connectors. This one you can tell. Yeah, this one's a little bit, no, which one's worse? So I think this one, I can't see all the contacts the most, so I'm gonna just cut this. So I'm going to take my RJ45. Oh, and where's the, where did I do that? It's up there, I think. I'm going to feed this through here. I'm going to, like with any Cat 5 cable, but this is what I'm going to. And again, like I said, the Cat 5 cable, I mean, it's not, people think Ethernet is Cat 5, but that's not inherently true. The first, like, standardized wiring on Ethernet was category 3 spec, so it's basically a phone cord, phone net. Not literally, but you get the picture. So, so make sure you match the wires. So instead of having like the blue and orange pairs, you're dealing with literal phone wires. So you just make sure that they all are the same. I do black, red, green, and yellow. So black, red, and green would go on pins 1, 2, and 3. And then the 6th one would be the yellow one. So let me... And it's hard to tell where the point of failure is because the thinner wires can be at risk for breakage. So you might have to, like, it's hard to tell. One, you could use like a multimeter and kind of like probe to see if there's like a signal around or whatever. But the more thicker the wires are, like the ones where like they are not brittle, they're not like a fabric, because some phone cords are not as well. There's no standards or can be very erratic. So I can show you another type of wire that is the better if you're going to do the phone connections. It's just a cheap way to do it. I mean, if you want to talk about doing things on the cheap, this is like the best thing to do, actually. So, trying to find where I did the plugs array, I think. Wouldn't this be funny if I'm doing a stream and then like it's these no, it's not there. Here's when I just saw it before I is it right under my nose? That's my James. Oh, that's not it. Damn it. I should just do like my own video on this. Yeah, because I can't find it. No, I can't find it, damn it. Alright, so basically you put these in and then I could do like a speed and ping test on these, but I can't seem to find where I had the RJ45 plugs. They're really because I've been, it's not over here. It's not over there either, is it? No. No, that's not in this pile either. Alright, so that's basically that. And the other thing too with PoE too is there's, because I was talking about PoE with the, what just happened? Distractors bitching at me for something. The PoE, which is on top of my iPhone, my other iPhone, that there's two sets of standards. There's AF, which is funny, it's as fuck, and then there's the other standard. The AF is the one for these types of plugs. So, if you have like the traditional Cat 3 or Cat 5 that uses, the phone or devices that are, not gigabit or not using on the pins, That's the standard. There's two of them. Most PoE injectors are supposed to do that, but if you like I said, you have like a traditional like SIP phone or like multi-line phone that you're not going to tether your PC to, because the speed would be significantly slow. Um, I'd rather just do that instead than just throwing everything on gigabit if you're not going to use it, and use everything with save the multi-pin wires for something like gigabit. And here's the type of wiring. I don't know what gauge these are, but that's another thing too, is that this is much, but this will not get, easily damaged if it was stepped on a road, not that you should. These came from the house from, I think, when it was wired up to my mom's room, and I chopped them, and yeah, I did stuff like that. But yeah, you don't need to use all pins depending on the PoE device. If it's a phone, 'cause me and my phones, you can do that. Or access points that are not gigabit Ethernet. If you have low speed devices, you can do that. You can really use it's one of the biggest secrets I did not know, but of course the way that the technical world is, they're very I'm gonna shut you down because it's been a long day for me. I'm gonna shut up, bitch. And I don't know why it's talking to me. I don't know what I enabled. And we're almost at 5 o'clock, just 4 minutes away. And I'm probably just gonna shut down right after this. So yeah, boy, is it dry out there. I go to sleep. Wake up at 10 in the morning and celebrate my birthday. This 312 is coming. You want to know where the 312 refers to? No spring chicken. No spring chicken. I'm not getting it over. So, celebrate B-Day, do some errands, go to IKEA, and yeah, it's gonna be a busy day. 2 hours and 40 minutes on this stream. I think 240 is another way of saying 4 hours, right? 2 hours 40 minutes. So no one's watching my stream here. I wonder if I got any no likes, no views right now. We'll see what happens later. I don't know what I did with the voice tube with my electronics. Oh, I moved it already. It's right in front of me. See how I go like a tornado here? I'm just so wild and up and here, there, everywhere kind of thing. So if I find the voice tube, I'll make a video of it. There's this is the covered the G3. So yeah, the G3 I want to use as a disposal because I had 2 G3s. This one, like I said, this one is really bad. It's got corrosive metal all over the place. It's trash. What was that? And so I used that one. That one still works pretty well, hardware wise. And there's no but the G4, and I have another G3, and so that's kind of what I have. But I want to play BSD on here. I want to literally try to run something other than Mac OS on here. Just try to learn how, because I know BSD is free BSD is very easy to understand. You can format the drive to install under the Apple partitions and stuff like that. So I'm gonna I'm gonna do that. That's something I want to do. Um, Run that. I'm on there, and yeah. And I also want to play with classic because I never used that before. So in actual real world environments, and you have to like in order to do that, you have to install Mac OS 10 and Mac OS 9 in like the same partition or something like that, or the same drive or whatever. So you gotta set all that up, and it looks like a VM because it's almost like a Unity. Like I was thinking like it was like Unity and VMware in some ways, but you can see like when you the way emulation works, like Apple really knows about backwards compatibility because like you can like Mac Paint on like System 7 can't boot up into it, but you can run it and the way that it can handle backwards compatibility, which was something that people don't give the credit where credit's due with Apple, and stuff like that. All right, well it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and I'm gonna sign off and call it a day, and be up in about 5 hours, which will be 10 Eastern Daylight Time. And thank you for marching ahead with me and